my name is Veronica and I'm happy to be with you today. Today's topic for our video is why visualization sometimes feels like work. I get this complaint from a lot of you that you don't really feel like visualizing because it feels like work and it's not fun and you just don't want to do it. And I talk a lot about how important visualization is, especially to speeding up your manifestation. And a lot of you are really struggling with, the idea of doing visualization. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why visualization feels like work. Well, there's a really simple answer for the reason why it's feeling like work. And that's because deep down there's a part of you that believes that when you visualize that absolutely nothing is going to happen from it. That you're sort of just wasting your time and that it's just sort of a silly thing, imagining these pictures in your head and that nothing is actually going to come from it whatsoever. And this is why visualization is feeling like work, because what's happening is you're feeling like, well, why am I bothering to do this, because it's not going to work anyway, so I don't really want to do it, and it feels challenging and it's hard and I don't like this, so it feels like work, so you don't do it. Whereas visualization is actually the key to creation. It is manifesting your desires. It is where all of your experiences stem from, is from these inner beliefs. And when you close your eyes and you visualize, you're actually placing a specific order from the universe. Your mind is such a powerful tool. I think a great video about this is if you've ever watched Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. He compares the mind to fertile soil, that you're planting these things in your mind and it's going to grow into these life experiences. And I think he gives the example that you can plant, that the mind has sort of like soil. You can plant anything in it and it has no preference. So the mind doesn't care what you plant in it. It's gonna reap whatever you put in it. I mean, it is gonna come out in your reality. So it doesn't matter what you put in it. Your mind is soil. It's waiting for these seeds. It has no preference whatsoever to what it grows. All it does is grow whatever you put there. So the point I'm trying to make to you is that visualization is your sacred time with the universe. It is the time to plant these seeds, and it is like a magical process. If you think of like a lot of children's stories, or maybe there's an episode of The Twilight Zone where you get to choose your life. I think there's an episode of The Twilight Zone where a guy is typing at a typewriter, and anything he types he's going to experience. Or maybe there's been a movie about this or something. I feel like this idea has been done before. I feel like I saw it on The Twilight Zone or maybe in a children's book. You get the idea. The idea of, choosing specifically what you want, like this guy on the typewriter, and then having it poof, appear. And that is what visualization is. But the problem is there's a part of you that believes that it just won't work for you. That, maybe visualization works for other people, but it doesn't work for you. A lot of you have this belief, and that is exactly why it is feeling like work. It would not feel like work if you held the belief that whatever you thought about, poof, it appeared. It just appeared like magic. And you got to start having that belief, because it's the truth. It's like the guy at the typewriter. You're the architect of your life. You're the author of your life. You are the script writer. You are the painter. You are creating the blueprint of what you're going to experience next. And I feel like you just need to strengthen that belief, because, okay, if I could give you this guarantee that if you sat down and visualized for 30 minutes, that whatever you visualized would just absolutely appear, I don't know, say in 15 days. It was like the science that you sat down and you visualized, and it was guaranteed whatever you thought of would happen in 15 days exactly. Wouldn't you be totally excited to visualize? Would it seem like work anymore? Wouldn't you be rushing to visualize? What if your allotted visualization time was only 30 minutes and that's all you could do? If you were only limited to that, and in that 30 minutes whatever you imagined would appear in 15 days, Wouldn't you be like begging to visualize more? Wouldn't you want to be like visualizing all the time? Well, the great thing is you aren't limited to 30 minutes, like the example I just gave. I mean, wouldn't it be awful if we lived in this like oppressive world where they controlled our minds as to what we could visualize? But I mean, as we evolve, I mean, you think about it, this knowledge of the law of attraction has been around for thousands of years. And back in the day, I feel like that it was only the wealthy and only the elite that had this knowledge. It was only the people in power, and they wanted to retain the power over the people. They wanted to keep the majority of the people small and helpless and feeling separate from the universe. So, all this knowledge was kept from those people, and it was given, only to the elite and to the select few that knew about it. And they knew how to stay in power that way. And because they knew how to get what they wanted, all they had to do was imagine it, and poof, it appears. And so you should be glad that you're one of the select few, because even in our society today, I feel like it's growing, this sort of, especially with books like The Secret, and a lot of this knowledge, it's coming out, and it's getting more in the mainstream, and it's getting there. But we're still really in the minority. But I mean, you never know. In the future, we could, with more people learn about this, it could be something that's regulated. You never know. So you could be like only limited to visualizing a certain amount per day. And if you were, you'd be like begging to visualize. So I want you to try to basically all these stories, there's one point, and that is to try to keep this all in perspective. You have complete freedom over your mind, freedom over your thoughts. You are really lucky that you have stumbled upon the law of attraction, that you believe that you're more than just life happening to you at random, that your thoughts control your destiny. And you got to start putting your faith in visualization, and you got to start believing in yourself. And you got to start remembering how would I feel about visualization if I knew that everything I was going to visualize for 30 minutes would happen in precisely 15 days guaranteed. You'd be rushing to visualize right now. You wouldn't even be watching this video because you'd be so busy wanting to visualize. So basically the point is maybe it doesn't happen exactly in 15 days precisely, but anything you do think of, anything you focus on is going to happen. So what I want you to do is I want you to start holding this belief, and I guarantee you, once you do, visualization will not seem like work anymore. It'll seem like this amazing gift that you are able to just experience. I mean, you can go anywhere in your mind. You can experience anything in your mind. So start choosing well. Do like Earl Nightingale said, and plant those amazing seeds in that soil. So I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but I'm really passionate about this subject. And I really want you to love visualizing, rush to it. It is your private, special time with the universe to place your special order. Feel like you're placing an order from a catalog, and soon it's going to be delivered. It could take ground shipping, maybe it'll take overnight shipping. Who knows what kind of shipping it's going to take. It could go by boat and take a really long time. Point is, you're going to get it at some point, and that's really all that matters, doesn't it? So I hope this video could inspire you. And if you want to contact me, I'd love to hear from you. I'm veronicaisles@gmail.com. I also have a forum where you can get free advice and meet with other people of like mind, and that's veronicaloa.boardhost.com. And I also have a website in case you're interested in one-on-one coaching. I do offer life coaching on all different subjects, anything to make your life better. And you can find me at veronicaisles.com. I also have several ebooks available. How to Get Your Ex Back in 25 Days. That's on Amazon. Also the 25-Day Challenge. Distinct Desire. And I have a new one coming out this week called Mindful Manifestations. It's all about relaxation techniques in manifesting your dreams. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.